All right, so show of hands, how many people have ever heard the saying, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade? All right, good, because that's exactly what I did. Today, I just want to talk to you all about trusting the process. A process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. I'm here today to tell you all to trust yours. When I was 5 years old, my eldest sister died at the hands of a doctor while giving childbirth. It was at this moment that I decided that I wanted to be a doctor. I was ambitious at a young age. I wanted to change the world one life at a time. I started college in August of 2008. I went to school on a full academic scholarship and felt like I had life all figured out. I majored in biology with a focus in pre-med, and my next stage would be med school, to be the doctor that I always wanted to be, until July 2010. My grandfather died of a massive heart attack. We were like best friends, literally. I'm named after him. He's Big Jack, I'm Jackie. Although I wasn't raised by him, there was no way you can tell me that wasn't my second father. By the time April of the following year came, I had become a Jackie that I no longer recognized. I was in a state of depression, I had lost weight, I stopped going to school, and I fell out of almost all of my classes. My bright future just wasn't looking bright anymore. I only had 1 year left to go before I would have received my undergraduate degree. I literally became a statistic. I was the college dropout. I needed a change. You know the saying, when a woman cuts her hair, she's about to change her life? Well, I did just that. I woke up one day and decided to cut it all off. I placed my finger on a map and moved to where my finger landed. It was this moment that made me feel as though I had control over my life again. And it was this moment that I realized that everything happens for a reason, and whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that I was. And every step to this point was simply preparing me for what has yet to come. So at that moment, I decided that I was going to trust my process. 3 years later, I began school again full-time and working 3 jobs. I still wanted to change the world, but in a different way. I no longer wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be an engineer. A path I never would have embarked on had life not given me a second chance. The impossible now felt possible, despite everything I went through. Fast forward to now, I graduated with not 1 degree, but 2. In May, I graduated with my master's degree in biomedical engineering. And while in school these last 4 years, my grandfather had become my motivation. So as a master's student, I focused on creating a bioresorbable stent for people who experience heart attacks. But most importantly, I had the opportunity to become a change agent with an amazing support system. Every single step of the way, I became a University Innovation Fellow. I'm in the yellow. See the yellow? That's me. I learned that the smallest steps in the right direction can make the biggest difference. But what was that like for me? I became the model fellow. I tackled every single thing a University Innovation Fellow could do. I created pop-up classes for faculty and students, and even created the space for the students and faculty to do it in. I did it all. I say all of this in order to tell you all to trust your process. Had I not been through everything I went through before, I would not be standing right here, right now, feeling better and more prepared than I've ever felt before. Every moment, every failure, every obstacle brought me right here in front of you today. Everything I went through was for a reason. And it genuinely made me appreciate each and everything that I went through. Think about it this way. How would you truly know happiness if you never knew sadness? How would you know success if you've never experienced failure? Oftentimes when we get thrown for loops, we see these obstacles as defeat. Obstacles are not defeat. They only prepare us for the best that is yet to come. Every single person in this room has a story. And if you haven't done so far, it's time to embrace yours. So when you leave here today, just remember that always accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And never forget to simply trust your process, because I did. So I have a question to leave you guys here with today. And I want to know, how might we trust our process by utilizing our experiences as stepping stones to prevail? Thank you.